So, hey everyone, I'm sorry that this is in my room. I know my room is really messy right now. I need to clean it really badly. I'm so sorry about that. But hey, I am here because one, I haven't posted a video in quite a while, actually a very long time. It's been over a year already, I believe, because my last video I did was preparing for my pop-up for a Halloween pop-up. That was my very first pop-up that I ever did, and I never followed up on that. And a lot of you are probably wondering, well, how did it go? Truth be told, honestly, it went terrible. But I've had a lot of experience. I've had a lot more pop-ups come up since then, and I just wanted to come here, kind of explain what's going on right now, how's pop-ups been doing, and give you some tips and tricks if you guys want to start your own small business and go forward with it and just go crazy with it. So, and while I'm doing this, I ordered okay, very quickly. All the stuff that I normally do is like embroidery or just like shirts, apparel, and all that stuff. But my very first love of like getting into small business was actually crochet. I've been crocheting since I was 12 years old. Got into crochet when I was very young because a lot of my family relatives, they crocheted as well. So I kind of got into it and I loved it. I was really easy for me. And then I left it alone for a few years because I had school, I had college, but now I'm graduating and all that stuff. And I recently got back into it because of YouTube. I saw a lot of YouTube videos, and when I started going to craft shows, I saw a lot more people doing the crochet, and I'm just like, and I literally thought to myself, I can never make a small business out of that. I already have this stuff, and I don't think crocheting is like people would come here and buy my crochet stuff. Like I did it for fun, and I'm just like, somebody's gonna buy my stuff. I'm just like, no way. And so, yeah, so I got back into crochet, and I'm just like, I went to a market and I did some crochet stuff, and they went really, really well. It's just like, basically all I sold was crochet stuff. Like they ignored my other stuff. I'm just like, wow, I really gotta crochet more, and I find it very relaxing. So yeah, so that's why I have some yarn here, and that's my personal update about that. I really got into yarn, so that's why I got a mess of yarn over here with my books. And I ordered some yarn from Premier Yarn. This box is right here. Oh, here we go. I got a box of Premier Yarn right here, so I opened it, but I haven't, let's see. I just ordered some because I didn't know how they were gonna turn out. I heard a lot of good reviews about it. And so I'm just like, I don't know. I kind of like the ones because I normally just get my yarns from like whatever they have at Michael's, or Hobby Lobby, or even Walmart. So just local stuff, just to like when I got back into it. But man, were they expensive, especially the ones at Walmart. Like I would get a big skein of yarn, like, see these over here? I would use these big Bernat, like baby blanket yarns, get these at Walmart for $10. I'm just like, I could crochet a lot with this. And I was just like, yeah, this is really cool, but $10, that's a lot. And I can make a lot of stuff with this, but if I'm getting into making like really big projects, like I've made some big stuff. I don't have my amigurumis with me right now. They're in another room, but I will show them to you in later in this video. So yeah, but now I got the Premier yarns down here, so like they're a lot smaller, but this is my first time looking at them, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I was just like, because I really like the thickness and the texture, and it's just like, wow, like these look, here, this one's open. This looks really good. Like, look at that color. That is a bright color. So I got the Premier Basic Chanel Brights. Super bulky. So like those are all the stuff. And what color is this? This is, it doesn't say the color. No, but it's like, it's a bright pink. I'm gonna put the name of it right there on the bottom. So I'll go with the colors for you. But oh wait, no, it says right here. I got hibiscus right there, hibiscus. So I was just like, I gotta find the name. So I got a bunch of yarn, and I opened it up yesterday. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I literally went to my mom in the kitchen, and I was just like, I need to buy all the yarn they have. So I really like this brand. So hey, before I forget, I forgot to mention my name. My name is Julissa Lopez, and this is my story of my small business. Okay, so now this is the yarn that I've used before. I have a bunch of other stuff here, and just a fun fact, my most recent project was right now is I'm making a Hello Kitty head, at least just the head, because I found this pattern on YouTube. I will link the pattern at the bottom of this video, and it was really cool. But the thread, they use like the worsted weight yarn, like the 4, I believe, and they use like a 2 or 3 millimeter hook, and I'm just like, no, I can already feel my hand cramping just reading that. So I like when I first started crocheting, I used the worsted weight yarn. I would make blankets or hats or whatever, and so that was fun, but it felt very repetitive. It took a long time. That's kind of why I fell out of love with crocheting at the time. But then I discovered amigurumi, and I just really loved it. And just look how plush this is. It's like a little, I love it. And the pattern this Hello Kitty pattern, it's a whole body, but I didn't realize how big the head was because I really wanted to try it with this plush yarn. This is the white Bernat yarn that I found at Walmart. So like the same size that I showed you over there. And like here's the bow. It would go on like this. So like they in the video it says to hot glue it, but I did this last night, so I did not have the hot glue with me at the time. So I gotta put that together and put some felt eyes. I've never done felt eyes before, so I really gotta do that. But so I was just doing that for fun, and I had the intention to make the whole body, but when I finished the head, it just looked way too big. And so like I like to ask my parents for opinions, and I'm just like, do you think I should just make the head, like make it like a little pillow, something they can squeeze? They're just like, yeah, just the head, that's fine. You don't need to make the whole body. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this is the only pattern that I've done from this person specifically. So I do want to try other patterns. I know they have the kurumi and cinnamon roll, so I'm definitely gonna try more of those patterns in the future. So a lot of the patterns I try to get from YouTube for free, or I will buy them on Etsy. So I have another pattern right here, a big chicken. So this was actually a custom order for is she my cousin? Yeah, she's my cousin. Like I had to think about it because she's older than me. She's like my mom's age. So I'm like, is she my aunt or my cousin? No, she's my mom's cousin, so she's my second cousin. Getting off track here. Anyway, so these are the famous chicken patterns, like this is the Mabel Crochet chicken pattern by Oak and Marlowe, I believe. I'll put the link right there on the bottom. So the chickens are actually like half this size. They're a lot smaller, but my most recent pop-up, my cousin came and she's like, oh my gosh, I love these chickens. And she bought a turtle from me. And so she loved the chickens, but I had a bigger chicken because I used a bigger yarn. So the normal yarn I use is the Bernat yarn. So like this thickness, the super bulky. And then I bought another yarn that I found at Hobby Lobby. It also says that it was like a 6, like a super bulky 6. That's what it said the size was, but it's actually a lot thicker. Like I have it here. So here's like a reference for it. So this is the thickness that I normally use for the chickens. Like this is a 6, okay? So yeah. And then this is the one I bought at Hobby Lobby. I loved it because it was like, oh my gosh, it's so fluffy and cute and it looks like a chicken. But look at that thickness. Look at how thick that is. Like, let me get a side-by-side comparison. So I'm moving stuff around. So, yeah. Look at the comparison of that thickness. So I use the exact same pattern of that chicken. It's you have to pay for that pattern. So I paid for the pattern and I made the chicken using this yarn, and it ended up like 2 times the size of the chicken, but it was still like a really cute chicken. It looked like a chicken. And I will, again, they're in another room, or I'll just put a picture right here when I'm talking about it with a side-by-side comparison. So it basically ended up this size. So, and my cousin was like, oh my gosh, I love this chicken, but she wanted it bigger. So she wanted it for my cousin, so her niece. So family confusing anyway. So she's like, can you get it done like by this weekend or whatever? So because her birthday was coming up. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm just like, I've never done a pattern that big before. So of course, at a pop-up, I always bring my yarn. Thankfully, it was indoors, so it was all nice and cool. So I brought my yarn. I was crocheting as I was working, and so I brought so funny, I actually brought all the yarn to make chickens because the chickens are really fast and easy to make. Just like just make them together, put them to the side, make them together, put them inside, and then I would stuff them when I got home and like put the little eyes and the beak and the little gobble thing, whatever this is. I love how this turns out. Anyway, so I was messing with it at the pop-up. I like added some more rows. I basically added to the pattern that was already there. Thankfully, I wrote it down. So now my parents fell in love with it. She's like, oh my gosh, it's the exact same chicken, but it's huge. And so I'm just like, you gotta make more of these. I'm just like, okay. Just like, I don't know, he's a fat little chicken. And funny enough, my dad picked this pattern. I normally was not gonna get this yarn, but my dad picked it because it looks like looks like a real chicken. So like there's like a breed. I don't know chickens. I just know that my chickens are really, really popular. So there we go. Ah. Yeah, I'm dropping my yarn everywhere. So I didn't even mean to go off on that. I meant to because I have all my yarns right there, like in little yarn balls. I have this, like, let's see, this thing. Yeah, this connects here. So like this is what causes your yarn to like wind. Let's see, will it go? Oh, are you? Oh, it's not plugged in. I unplugged it. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Okay, will it turn on now? Yay, it turns on. Okay, sweet. So this is like an electric automatic yarn winder. I got this from, well, I found this out because of another YouTuber that, what's her name, Kitten Girl. I will put a picture of her stuff right there. So I saw her video because I'm a huge Pokemon fan. So I saw like that she was making, she's trying to make the whole first generation of Pokemon crochet wise. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want her patterns, but she doesn't sell the pattern. She just like does them freely. I'm just like, how do you do that? Like, I can't do that. I've never really tried to make my own pattern. Like the closest I come was this, and it was based off of a pattern already, and I just kind of added to it. So I'm hoping that I can make like my own patterns in the future, but I don't think so. So I'm just going to oh yeah, I never showed you all the yarn that I had. So I had this hibiscus. So I got 3 of everything, I think, except for the yellow. I got some yellow. I also have this, let's see, this is a kiwi. So that is kiwi right there. And they're all the same size. So yeah, so I got a kiwi. So let me take them all out of the plastic. There we go. Oh, I got some more yarn, the plastic in here. I hate to leave a mess, and I say that ironically as I have a messy room. So this one is a dark green. What is this? This is an emerald right there, an emerald. There you go. So again, they're all the Premier Basket Chanel Brights. So let's see, I have 2 of these. Okay, so I got 2 of everything, but I know I got like at least 3 of the yellows because I cannot find any yellows anywhere, like at least in this thickness, you know, like nowhere near me. The closest I come was that, and that's not even a yellow, it's more like a gold. So like it's weird. So let's see, I also got this lighter pink because this one is a bubblegum. There we go. So one of my pop-ups in the summer, there's this girl here in where I live, and she loves to do themed pop-ups. She rents out this huge event center in my hometown, and she like, it can fit over 100 vendors, so it's all indoors. It's really popular, but it's like $100 a table, but you know it's worth, like, it's all worth it. So, and she was actually the one for my first pop-up. So I told you my first pop-up did not go so well, but I had no experience. I had no idea what I was getting into, and I just kind of made the whole thing. I did sell like maybe 3 or 4 items, and I missed, like, at the time the tables were $60. So I didn't even make $60. I probably made less than $20. So, but that did not discourage me, because I like, even just like somebody buying like one little wristlet for me, and I was just like, yay, I sold something now. Like, I'm happy. Like, that gave me so much confidence in myself. Like, I did not like, and I over prepped. I did not have any displays or anything like that. And I stayed up so late that night. Just like, because I was like prepping, I was so nervous, I didn't know what to do, and I went over there, I was all excited, and I was putting everything, and people like some of my stuff, and so when I got over there, it's just like, I was fine, and the event was from 1 to 6, and we had to get there like at least 2 hours to prep, so, excuse me, so we got there, and by 2-3 hours in, I got a massive headache because I did not get a good night's sleep the night before. I was just like so tortured. I almost considered leaving the event early, but I told my mom, like, no, I'm gonna stick it out. I want to like go through with this. And I crashed when I got home. Like, I was just, and it was a Halloween event. Like, I love Halloween. So, but that has not discouraged me. So I am still into this. I wish that I kind of just stayed with the crocheting, because that was the thing. Like, I have made so many mistakes. I have bought items that I did not need. I've got into stuff, and now I kind of wish I just sticked with the crocheting and yarn, because that's always been a talent of mine. Like that's something that comes easily to me. Like I tell people, I don't have a talent, and there's nothing I'm good at. And people see me crochet. That's a talent. I can't do that. From what I know so far, when people try to crochet, they're either really good at it or they're really bad at it. And I tried to teach my mom. She cannot crochet. Okay, so I got this pretty orange. This is a tangerine. There we go. And funny enough, crocheting actually runs on both sides of my family. So here's another one. So from what I heard from my family is that, let me see. This is a rust. So yeah, that's a rust. So what I heard from my family, it started with, on my mom's side, it started with my great-grandmother. She started crocheting when she was 6 years old, thanks to a teacher of hers. Apparently, the teacher would go out and crochet during recess. Like she would sit on a tree and crochet while the kids play. And so my great-grandmother, whose name was Elena, she would watch her, and she was so invested in it. And the teacher told her, do you want to learn how to crochet? And so she said yes. And so the teacher bought her the needles, the thread, and she taught her how to crochet right then and there. And so when she had her daughter, Rosa, she learned how to crochet from her mom, and she actually became a seamstress. So like that, I always found these craft things really easily. But funny enough, her daughters can crochet. So like my cousins, they cannot crochet. And I tried to teach my mom, she cannot crochet. She gets so frustrated. She's like, how do you hold it? Like it comes so easy to me. And then on my dad's side, I don't know if there's anybody else, but I know my grandmother, my dad's mom, she learned to crochet too. She would make big, like a giant, like granny blankets and all that stuff. So it came on both sides of my family. And I was actually joking with them this past weekend, like, oh, it skipped a generation. Like it went straight to me and like forgot all you people. So we just had a good laugh about that. Ooh, I forgot I got some black here. So yeah, I got some black. So funny enough, I saved like, 2 of these today. Oh no, here's another black. So 2 of these is more yards. Let's see, it's 112 yards each than the Bernat baby blanket yarn that I get at Walmart. And those are like $10, around $10. And these were what, like $2-3 or something. So even both of them combined, I saved a lot of money, and it's even more yardage combined with that one, at least by like 10 yards or whatever, but still. So you're saving a lot of money. I bought all this yarn, and I spent less than $100. I probably spent like what, 70, 80 bucks. So like that was amazing. So oh, here's my other pink yarn. It's a bubblegum. So I got this beautiful purple yarn. I love purple. It's my favorite color, as you can see. And this is a bright violet. Okay, I think there was an orchid yarn that I did not buy, but I'm gonna buy all the yarn now. So, oh, and here is all my yellows. All my yellows, yay! So put the box away, or over there. So these yellows, it's a lemon. It's called lemon. So let's open it up. Yep, they are called lemon. There we go. So that is all my yarn. So I got a bunch of different bright colors. And let's see, I bought this pink one and this green one because the girl I was talking about who did the theme pop-ups, she's gonna have one in the summer, and it's SpongeBob theme. Who does this remind you of? I want to try and crochet Patrick. I need to crochet, is it this purple? No, I have another purple, a lighter purple back there. So that, I want to try and crochet Patrick. I need to try and find them. There's either patterns I can find online or Etsy, but I don't want to pay. And before, when I first started, I was just like, the videos are so much more easier, and I still like watching the videos, but now I'm like, I really like written patterns. Like I like to just, like I won't even listen to the videos. I pause them, and if they have it on the captions or whatever, I'll read it and I'll crochet it and go to the next row. So I have all these yarns, and I had, let's see, let me just move everything. I want to see if I can yarn wind them. I want to see how big of a yarn ball it will make. So let's see what color to use. Oh, everything's falling. Don't fall. So, and I really like this yarn winder thing. I'm so sorry. So it was really, it works really nice. It's 60. It was like $60, I think. I'll put a link. This thing, it won't stick. Okay, is that fine? I can probably move it to the side a bit so you can see it better. So it works really well. My only complaint is that if like, because of the yarn that I get from Walmart, the yarn skeins end up being huge. So like, let me they end up being huge. So let's see. So these are the big ones. These, I got this at Walmart. They're huge. So like it would just be too big, and because of the weight, it would knock this off because of the weight. So like, I guess I don't recommend the big skein yarns, but so that's why I try to use some of it and then yarn wind it. But since these are a lot smaller, they should turn into a yarn ball better. So let's see what color to choose. Okay, I guess we'll go with this. Okay, I really like purple, so I guess I'm gonna use this purple one. So let's see if I can, oh, yay! Oh, I love when it does that. Okay, awesome. I love when you can just pull it straight from the middle. It's either like, oh, it's right there, or like the frustrations, like you people who crochet too, you understand, you know me, you know the feeling. So just a little notch.
A few moments later.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Awesome. So hopefully that's all the knots, knock on wood. Okay, no, that's wood. Okay, so there's a little slit right here on the top, like right here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. That is where you put the yarn through so it can hold it. I like to make it a little bit longer so it holds here. Put this on and twist. So let me put it like this. Okay, there we go. And goes through this slip, pick this up and go through there. Okay, so I'm gonna put this a little slow. So let's see how this works. Oh. Yeah, you can adjust the speed. There's a knob here. You can adjust the speed. And I like to pull some of the yarn because this will stop if any knots come up. And if there's resistance, it'll stop because it's like really slow. But like right now, I'll grab some so I can make it go a little faster. Oh, see, like it's pulling straight from there. Okay, maybe a little bit faster. Ooh, it's going faster. Yeah, and it latches onto the edge of a, you have to do it on the edge of a table or something because it holds it, like it clamps it down right here. So, oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Okay, yay! That looks really good. Well, I'm just holding it so I can slow down a bit. Okay, so, okay, that's the end of it. Awesome. So I can turn it off. And I like to grab the yarn and probably just tuck it and yeah, just tuck it underneath one of these previous rows, and so you just pull it out. There we go, and you got a ball of yarn. So like, yeah, that's good. Wow, this is awesome. Oh, I love this. This is so pretty. Look at purple. Yay, purple. So I gotta make more. I gotta make more of these. Awesome. So let's try a different color this time. So I guess I'll go with this orange right here since it's right in front of me. Or, oh, no, I want it in the middle. I like to get it from the middle because it just pulls, but if it's on the side, I have to roll it and I don't like it. So let me see if I can get this other one over here. So, ooh, I think this one has it. Yes, it does. Ah, another knot. It's like they all have the same knots here. So, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, this one was a lot more easier because I caught it before I pulled it. So let's see. Yeah, so right now I actually have a lot of work I need to do. I need to skein all these yarns, and I have see, like besides this, I also have the embroidery machines. I don't know if you saw in my last video. Like I was crocheting some here we go. I like to tuck that in there so it grabs it. There you go. So I was making some like embroidered napkins. I really like the embroidered napkins. They're, ooh, that's really fast. They're really fun to make, but the and I like embroidery. What I don't like is that I have like a DTG machine, which is a direct to garment printer. And I got that specifically because I saw a lot of videos with Angelina Jasmina. She's the one who started her whole business with the embroidery and with the DTG. And so I saw it and I was like immediately, oh, I want it. And that thing was a few $1,000s. So I bought it. Like, it's kind of like an impulse buy for me. So, but now I hate that machine. I really don't like that machine. So I'm kind of stuck with it, and I need to turn it on every once in a while. So I have to turn it on today because I do have some Mother's Day gifts. So I have a family friend. She wants a Mother's Day tote with all like the birth month flowers and their names on the bottom. And she also wants an embroidered, her brother wants an embroidered mama shirt with like the kids onesies they've done before. So, hey Reese's. Okay, I got my baby here. Hey girl. Yeah. My favorite candy is Reese's. So this is my baby girl. Oh, I stopped it. Say hi, baby. Yeah, she got spayed a few days ago. So the cone. Just one more week, baby, and then we can take it off. I feel so bad for her. Okay, so, but she's like such an attention seeker, so she'll actually look and pout and whine if I don't scratch her, especially behind the ears right now because she can't reach them. But, so yeah, so I have some Mother's Day gifts, and also, I have another room. Like, I crochet here, but I have another room that holds all my embroidery and my DTG machine, which is actually our garage. So, funny story, what happened was, my grandfather, right after COVID in like 2021, my grandfather, he started having some memory problems, so he moved in with us. And so this was my room, and so we're like, okay, he can have my room, and we were gonna convert the garage so I can make that into my workroom. So that's what we did. He moved in like 2 months before we were ready, so I was literally sleeping in between my parents. Thank God they had a king size bed. So it was literally 3 adult people, and then like all 3 of our dogs would sleep on the same bed. So that was kind of a disaster, but at least it was during the winter. So like we did not freeze our butts off during then. Look at her. She's literally putting her head on my lap because she wants scratches. You want scratches, right, baby? Oh, you sweet baby girl, Reese's. I tell you, she's an attention dog. Okay, so if you hear any noises, that's just my brother in the background. My brother, he's autistic, so he's like moderately autistic, so he can't he can never be alone, but he can do things on his own. Like he can make himself breakfast, like cereal, whatever. He can't use a stove and all that stuff, but ooh, tight. So, but he needs to be watched after. Like I'll be in my room, he'll be in his room. We won't talk to each other the whole day. So, but like if I need to drive him somewhere, I will, and all that stuff. So he's with us. So he's another family member of ours. So if he yells or anything in the background, I apologize. It's almost lunchtime, so I have to make him. Oh, he came off. So I have to make him lunch in a little bit. So, I love this yarn. Like, Nicholas, can you close your door? Thank you. Yeah, so he'll do that. So he's really sweet. He can be a pain in my butt, but what family member isn't? So let's see. So I can't scratch you forever. So I'm sorry. So oh yeah, so my grandfather moved in with us, and so I lived in the garage with all my work stuff there, and and so so that's what happened with me. And so but my grandfather this past year, my grandfather had surgery because he had he had a gallstones, I think. Yeah, I think it was gallstones. So ooh, the poor thing, the cone keeps on bumping into everything. So so he had to take for emergency surgery, and by then we were already discussing about putting him in a home. So 1 second. There you go, baby girl. Okay, because of her incisions, she needs to be carried up and down on a couch or a bed or anywhere. So, and she loves to be on the couch and the bed. So I have to, my sweet baby. Yep, so I have to carry her. At least I'm building up muscle. And there's my other baby. Hi, Milo. So, I'm a dog person, so that's Milo. Little Romeo and Juliet right there. We got one more dog. His name is Oreo. So, let me see. Hey, Milo, you wanna get up? Get up. He wants to be cuddled too. I don't get it. Milo. There you go. Little spot. Little spot for him. Him and Reese's right there. So we got the other one. Reese's is my dog, Milo's my mom's, and Oreo's our dad's. He's Milo's a Shih Tzu, Reese's is a Red Merle Australian Shepherd, and Oreo's also an Australian Shepherd. They had puppies one time a few years ago, and they were adorable. Here is a picture of them. They are so cute. I named them all after candy. So, so that's a. I did this wrong. Okay. So, so my grandfather went into a nursing home, so we still see him every once in a while. But yeah, he needed more 24-hour care, and even though I worked from home, it was still kind of stressful for me because he really did need like 24-hour care. So, and by then I wasn't even crocheting yet. I didn't get back into crocheting. So, like if I had work, I needed somebody else to watch him. And that was not fair on me. It wasn't fair on my dad and my mom. She has an office somewhere, and so so we kind of just put him in the nursing home, and it kind of worked out for all of us. And my brothers really bonded with my grandfather, so my mom was worried like, oh, how's my brother gonna take it? So, but he actually took it really well, because right after the nursing home, it was a perfect transition to basically put him into after he went to the hospital, it was a perfect transition to take him to the nursing home right afterwards. So he's been in there, and I moved back into my room. I really wanted my room back because I just wanted my bookshelf. This was originally like a closet, and so I'm like, I want a wall bookshelf, so I still need to fill it up. Yeah, so, and if you look a little higher, there's some Pokemon figurines up there next to Itachi. So, yeah. So, that kind of works out. But now that I've been out of that room, I haven't been in that room, so there's actually a bunch of junk in there. And usually when we come back from a pop-up, we had the whole garage converted, so it's actually livable. It has the insulation and air conditioning and everything, so it's perfectly livable in there, but it's basically like a large living room now. But I have all my craft stuff in there, so I've been putting so when we came back from the pop-up, we literally walk in there and we just drop everything and leave, because we're so exhausted by the end of the day. We're like, oh, we'll just fix it later. But my pop-ups are usually on a Sunday, so I did not have time. So today's Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday. So today's the day I need to start cleaning, because I actually have some Mother's Day work that I have to do. So and it's a really big mess in there. I don't want to do it. I'd rather just sit here and yarn ball all day. But yeah, so at least I'm gonna try and get at least some of these done. So but I do. Oh, my baby's asleep. Oh, sorry, let me do this over here. Look at her, she's asleep. Oh, she's so cute. No, so I want to start making more of these videos, talk about my projects or whatever. So yeah, so my first pop-up basically was a disaster. It did not go well. I did not make a lot of money. I didn't even make enough money to basically pay off the table. So my goal is always to make more, make as much as you can, but my goal for each pop-up is to always make more than I paid the table for. So I paid $60 for that table for my very first pop-up, and I made probably less, $20, $30, I don't know. So that was a huge thing. But I had heard a lot of good things about this market, and I actually visited her market before that one, and it was a Barbie theme one. So that was during the summer, because the Barbie movie had just came out. So it was all Barbie themed. So a lot of people, they'll sell their original stuff, or they'll be like, oh, this is like a Barbie themed thing or whatever. They'll earrings, pens, toys, anything. So it's everything and everything. So it's really cool, and the community's awesome. I love the people there. So so I checked it out. I'm just like, oh, I really want to do it. And so when I did the Halloween one, which is the next one, she does it 4 times a year. So, and the girl, she's really young. She's younger than me. and she's just amazing. She does really good advertising and all that. So like props for her. Like I'm really bad at advertising. Like I'm really bad with social media. So I can't do that. And I mean, I'm really bad at taking these videos too. One, because I'm really lazy, and well, but like work-wise, oh, I can do this. So like work-wise, like and turning on the embroidery machine and doing the DTG and all that stuff, I find that really well, not really boring, but it's just I feel like, oh, that's work. But when I crochet, I'm just like, I'm having fun, I'm not working. But it's just I don't, it's weird. So like they say, like if you're gonna find a job that you're gonna think, oh, this is not a job, this is just me having fun. So that's basically like the premise of like me crocheting. I get paid because people like my stuff and they'll buy it, and then like, hey, here I am. So like this is what I do. Okay, so I can't find the middle of this thing, or it's stuck in there. But see, okay, so here's the edge of it, so like unwinds like that. So I don't want to do that, but let's see how this comes up. So my next market after that one was let's see, was her Christmas one. And Christmas like is crazy. We all know Christmas is crazy, so people will go wild for Christmas and everything. So I made a bunch of Christmas shirts and wristlets and lanyards and so everything. And so I did the Christmas one. And I made so much money. I made so much money that I paid off that table and the previous table, because she actually booked, she upped the prices for her next pop-up, because the place that she rents out, it's an event center. That's what they call it. They call it the event center. And so it was $60 a table, but the Christmas one I believe was $80 a table, because she booked the whole room. The Halloween one, she only booked half the room, and it's huge. It's like people have like weddings or venues in there, you know. So it's crazy. So it's a big thing, and so I paid off that Christmas table and my Halloween table with like the Christmas one. It was like my best market then. It was only my second market too. So after that, I started to get more confidence and started booking other places. There is a little camp, a nonprofit camp, like literally down the street from here, and I've heard my mom shared with me on Facebook, like, hey, they're having a pop-up, they're looking for vendors. So it was like, it's a whole month thing. They have it like every weekend. This past one was an Easter one. So I did that, and I made a lot of money. Like the days would change consistently throughout the days, because it would start like in the beginning of April, like each weekend. So it was an experience, and I really liked it. And so they have a Easter one, and they have a Halloween one as well. So I'm definitely gonna do the Halloween one. So yeah, so that was another experience. The only thing was that one was outdoors. So that was my first time doing an outdoor events, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am dying from the heat. And I'm from Texas, okay? I'm from South Texas, and it's hot. And so like I was there in a t-shirt and sweatpants, and not sweatpants, but exercise pants, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm boiling out here. So luckily for me, again, it was down the street. If I wanted to, I could have walked home, because that's how close it was. So, but luckily, it's just because when we do these pop-ups, it's me and my mom, and my dad will stay home with my brother, and my dad will him and my brother will drive over and help us like grab everything and set up and like dismantle everything. So they're awesome. Props to all the family members and friends and loved ones who help out other people at their pop-ups and small businesses and whatever. So that's awesome. Oh, and I'm dropping the skein of yarn. So this is actually not too bad. It's way, like doing this on the side, this is easier, maybe because the skein is smaller. If you do those bigger yarns like the ones at Walmart, it's crazy. So yeah, so that pop-up, so it was like 4 or 5 consecutive pop-ups, because the last one they had, which was on Easter or something, around Easter, they had it both Saturday and Sunday. Usually they would have it only Saturdays, I think. So it was an amazing experience, and I really liked it. So it was incredible. So let's see, like there's a knot here. So